Do you love someone who belongs to someone else? This is the month of February, and we know that February has Valentine's Day, and it is the month of love. Love is the greatest thing you could possibly have. It covers a multitude of faults. It's why we live our life. It is for love. But sometimes we love someone who doesn't belong to us. What happens? This is Soul Success, and I'm Maynard, pastor of Cathedral of Praise. I want to talk about this issue because it is so important. This is not a series to talk about being judgmental to that, or saying to you, I'm here to condemn you, but rather to explore it. What do you do when you love someone who belongs to someone else? I have counseled more than 100 people as a pastor and as a friend, both men and women, who find themselves in situations where they love hard. I mean, they are truly, truly in love. The unfortunate part is that the person that they're in love with belongs to someone else. They're either married, they're engaged, or they're in a committed relationship with someone else. Let's talk about it. With men, it's kind of simple. They're 99% of the men that I have really counseled, that I've worked with, who were in love with a woman who belonged to another guy. It simply was this. They had a good girlfriend. They had a good wife. They had a good fiance. And the man messed up. And because he messed up, it broke the woman's heart. She left and found somebody else. And now here's this man who had a good woman. Now he finds himself in love, still in love, with some woman that now belongs to another man. And he can't get over it. He can't move forward. He still dates. He still does this. But he's still in love with his ex-girlfriend or his ex-wife because he knows he's the one that blew a good thing. Real simple with men. 99.9% of men who I have counseled who love a woman who belongs to another man, that's the situation. They messed up a good relationship, and now that good woman is with somebody else. With women, it's more complicated. You know what I'm talking about. In these circumstances, you have where a woman finds a man and he does not tell her that he's married, engaged, or in committed relationship with someone else. Sometimes the man just doesn't tell the woman. I have counseled 20, 30 women who found a good guy, fell in love, and then all of a sudden when she starts to talk about moving forward, he says, oh, by the way, you know I'm married. And she goes, no, I had no idea. And then he says, you never asked. And she said, you should have told me. And then, of course, the third one, and that is when a woman knows the man is married, knows he has a girlfriend, knows he is engaged, knows he lives with the woman, but he pursues it anyway. You'd be surprised when I counsel women who knew that the man was engaged in a relationship or had a significant other. You'd be surprised how many times the woman's friends encouraged her to continue and pursue the relationship, even though she knew he was married. I'll say it again. You'd be surprised how many women had their friends tell them, go ahead and go for it, even though they knew the man was married. In those circumstances, though, with women, it's more complicated because in the situations where a man lies and he's married and he lies about it, that's one thing. Or number two, when you didn't know, you didn't ask, he didn't tell. And then the third one is, of course, when you know he's married, but you stay in the relationship, or you find out he's married and you stay in the relationship. I want to deal with the second and the third. What happens when you didn't know he was married, or you still knew he's married, but you went into it anyway? I want to deal with those two situations. If you find yourself in love with someone who belongs to someone else, and you're saying, I'm satisfied with that, I can live with it. This is something I may not have the whole loaf, but I got half the loaf, and it's important to me to have half rather than none. Go for it. Continue to live your life. I think I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to say to you, I think there's a better way, a more excellent way that you could find someone just for you. But if that's the lifestyle that you choose, that's what you choose. But if you're someone who seems like you can't get out of the relationship, that you're continuing to love even though you don't feel empty on the inside, even though your soul is wrestling with this. How can I stay in a relationship when I know that he goes home to another woman? How can I stay in a relationship when I know that he has someone else, another family? If you're like struggling and part of you is like, yeah, I love him, but part of you is like, I got to get out of this thing. Part of you is saying, boy, I can't see if I can live without him. And part of you is saying, I got to live without him. I got to one day get over it. If you're still hearing him say he's going to leave his wife or his girlfriend and he doesn't, and he continues to choose to be in that relationship with his wife, his girlfriend, his fiance, and you're still waiting and waiting and waiting, I want to talk with you. It's real simple, even though it's a complicated situation. When you ask a man, why will you not leave your wife or your girlfriend or your fiance and come and be with me exclusively? Whatever those reasons that man gives you. One, he's got a family, he's got kids. Number two, he's been in a relationship for so long. Three, he doesn't want to leave his wife or his fiance. Or four, it is simply unacceptable for him to leave, and he just wants to be in a relationship with both of you at the same time. You should flip all those reasons that he gave you why he will not leave his wife, his girlfriend, or his significant other, and flip those to all the reasons why you should end the relationship. Hear me. I've been in this situation before, but myself, when I was in love with a woman who had someone else. And what I did to get over it is all the reasons why she told me she could not leave her man to be with me. I flipped it and said, these are all the same reasons why I can't be with you and I need to find someone else or move forward. If a man tells you he can't leave his wife because he has kids, that's the same reason why you need to leave that relationship, because he has kids. If he says, I cannot leave my wife because I still love her and I love you too, you need to leave that relationship because he still loves someone else and loves you too. You get it? The reasons why he gives you why he cannot leave his significant other is the same reason why you should leave them, run away from the relationship. And I know it's difficult and I know it's hard. We can come up with all the reasons why we will stay in the relationship. One, we don't want to be lonely. Number two, we are in love. Number three, we feel like we can accept it. Number four, it is better to have someone than no one at all. I get all that. But real reasons why you should leave a relationship, that a man who belongs to another woman, is for the same reasons why he gives you why he cannot leave her. Because the reason why he cannot leave her is the same reason why you can't have him. Your heart, your soul is more important than anything else. And as much love as you have for that man or that woman who belongs to someone else, you should love yourself more. I know it sounds like I'm speaking from the ivory tower. I'm not. I'm speaking from experience. It hurts when you find yourself in love with someone who goes home to another person. It hurts when you know that when the person is not with you, they're probably with their significant other. It hurts knowing that what I'm doing is really not good for my soul, not good for my heart, but I can't get out of it. I'm telling you right now, yes, you can. You need to take every reason why the person cannot be with you, and you need to flip it as to every reason you can't be with them, and that you need to then separate yourself and take as much time to get healed, take as much time to yourself, take as much time that you need, because you love yourself more. You love yourself more than the relationship that is really incomplete, the relationship that is not fulfilling. Because when you share somebody, you're really hurting yourself. When you share somebody, you're hurting yourself, because you cannot fully love the person that you really want to love, because that person cannot give himself fully to you. Here's what I suggest that you do. You don't have to listen to me, but I have counseled more than 100 men and women of what to do in this situation. And that is, quit looking at the situation about him, the other person. Quit looking at the situation about her, who belongs to someone else, and start focusing on the situation about you. What do you need? What must you have? Why is it that you cannot accept just half of a person, half their attention, half of their time, half of what they can do for you, because they're giving it all to someone, or giving all to someone else, or half of themselves to someone else? Ask yourself all these questions. Begin to look at yourself and say, do I really love myself? How far can I go when a man has one foot in one household and has another foot in another household? Or the woman has one foot in one household, yours and a foot in another household. You need to have the conversation with yourself that has nothing to do with the other person. Because at the end of the day, the relationship is about you. It is not about him or her. It's about you. I pray for you during this month of love we call February, with Valentine's Day. And we celebrate love like, I know it's commercialized, but we do. We pay a lot of attention to love. I want you to love yourself as God loves you. I want you to love yourself as Christ loves you. I know it is not as easy as I make it. I've been there before. I've been in love with someone who loved someone else and who was involved with someone else. I've also been in that situation where I was with someone else, but someone else loved me. And I'm here to tell you right now, you need to look out for you and in a healthy way and say, do I really love myself so much that I could participate in a relationship where I only get half of him or half of her? I think when you look at it, you'll come to the answer. I need full love. I need someone who belongs to me. I need someone who will love like I love. I would need someone who will not have any excuses of why they can't give their all to me. I need someone who could pay all their attention, pay all their full attention to me, and pour their love into one cup as opposed to two. This is Soul Success. Join me every Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. Go to my YouTube page, please, and subscribe. Or come to the Facebook page, on this Facebook page, like and share. We love you. Be blessed. Happy Valentine's Day and happy February and Black History Month.